Now, one of the big things that we're going to talk about is some issues that are coming up in the health and wellness industry, but we're going to dig into that here. First things first, welcome to our coaching channel. We're so excited for you and your journey, and our fitness movement is here to help you stay accountable, drive towards those goals, reduce risk of disease, and eventually get you to what you want in regard to nutrition, exercise, and more. Now, every single day, you're going to have this app that we use to communicate effectively. On there, we're going to have your nutrition goal, if we have a workout, tracking your body stats, and any other data that we need to track more specifically to you. And then in this handy dandy bottom corner is where my face pops up to talk about chatting. Now, let's talk about the typical arguments for online coaches versus in-person coaching. Online coaching, there's typically a large pool of available expert coaches, quote unquote expert, put that in quotes. We do offer flexible scheduling, focus in comfortable environments that are time efficient. We focus on convenient pricing and a lot of other things that help. And in-person coaching is great, especially if you're a beginner, never been into a gym, or don't know how to work out very well. We still offer that. But if you really want a hands-on approach, this is another way to do it. And it involves interpersonal exchange. We can really see really good data, but we can do all of these things effectively online as well. Now, our mission here at Fittwave is to improve all health outcomes. So you live longer, you feel better, and you look better. And so let's dig into it. So one of the things that we did is over 150 days, we looked at a bunch of data from across the fitness industry and looked at what is the typical health coaching adherence and disease reduction. And we went from doing it by yourself, in-person training, online app coaching, and using our coaching. So with that, there is a 10% adherence for most people who are, traditionally athletes or have a background that is psychologically beneficial in a lot of ways for coaching. So that's a 10% adherence over 150 days. Most people are struggling in this boat because they lack motivation. They're not accountable. They don't have someone to push them every single day. And so what happens is they go into in-person training or online app coaching. Here at Fittwave, we have a history of in-person coaching that allowed us to go online and work at the industry highest level. And now we are succeeding and doing well. And what we want to talk about is how we keep our clients engaged, but also help in our big mission to improve health outcomes. So in our clients, in our past, we have a 50% reduction in disease risk related to cardiovascular disease risk and metabolic disease risk. We have 80% adherence to exercise over 150 days from the start. And we're going to talk about satisfaction and all that too as well. But in comparison to the industry average, which is 70% on online app coaching and 60% with in-person training. A reduction is beneficial across the board for any type of training you do. However, we typically notice that the percent reduction due to a low compliance over 150 days is why no trainer experience typically is this. Now, some people are still in this boat, and this could be. Tell us a little bit more about your experience with working with Coach Austin.
Yeah, so I'm a very busy person. I have a ton on my plate. I do real estate and property management, which I can be, in a different state, weird hours, all the things. So the thing I love is it's intentional workouts built around me and my lifestyle. If I don't have a gym that week, Coach Austin comes up with workouts that will suit my surroundings and what I need that week. And I used to be, the YouTube it and just figure out a workout from there, which is great. It's something. But this is customized workout for me, not a YouTube video for hundreds of thousands of people. So again, it's just more intentional, and it aligns with the goals that I set for myself and then that Coach Austin pushes me to do.
Our client cost and satisfaction we'll talk about across the board here. So tip rate with individuals who are high qualified professionals who get people results are typically around $1,000 a month. That's because sessions can run from $100 all the way up to $500 a session, depending on where you go and where you live. But if we think of it this way, let's say you pay, actually it's going to be around $330, but let's say we round up to $400 a week for 4 weeks. That's $1,200. We actually lowered the price here for $1,000 because some trainers charge less. Now that's expensive, very expensive, and satisfaction is usually decent. But it is very comparable to online fitness coaching, where it's actually the same. It's cheaper for online fitness coaching, but the difference is our satisfaction. So as you saw from the last, we reduce health morbidity outcomes or disease risk, but while also keeping a high satisfaction score and keeping things cost effective per month. So you're actually saving around, in this case, $1,000 a month, $800 to $1,000 a month by using an online fitness platform, and you're increasing your adherence and disease risk, or lowering your disease risk by working with us. Now, we have training access available on our app, as I mentioned, but that's just not all we do, right? So we do a lot more. We provide a private Facebook group. We meet on a once-a-month call, whether it's FaceTime, Zoom, Google Meet. We talk about training recommendations, training app access, and we have education and a lot more things in our educational platform in our community. And we work typically 5 to 7 days per week of messaging and accountability, really to dial in your goals. That's why our adherence rate is high, our morbidity risk is low, and continuing to push towards our goals. Now, if individuals ever want to get into a full package, this is where we discuss nutrition and a lot more. Now, with that being said, if you guys are interested in any of the information we talked about here today or have any questions, please reach out to us.